By the way, how has been your how like your you've been creating videos now for like how many videos have you made? Like 100 plus? Like how has
No,
been
no.
your
Like
experience there?
my bicycle videos like are about 50 plus. I think I have a
How was
total
your
of like
experience with
60.
creating videos?
Oh, it's really good. Like so I'm gonna I
Okay.
am about like I'm about to reach like I'm at like 700 subscribers right now from zero. And that's the nice thing is if you figure out what YouTube wants in a sense and you just
Oh wow.
keep and then you just keep at it, eventually you will get to you'll get to that monetization level. Like I'm sure I'm going to reach it within like a month or 2 months, right? Because if you if you create videos that so basically if you create so when I made the channel, I had an idea. Okay, bicycle videos. I wrote down what exactly I liked about the bicycle videos that I watched. They're helpful. There's a real story. There's somebody talking. It's not just like a video of a camera on the trail or on the road, and then that's it. There's actual there's an actual story involved and an arc and everything. So I decided to make videos like that and videos that are helpful as well. And what happens is if you do it often enough and consistently enough, YouTube picks it up, and a lot of the views comes from YouTube itself. So I always share it on social media to give it a little bump, but most of the views, 80% of the views is all internally from YouTube. So people finding out about it. And what happens is YouTube looks at all of these different metrics, and if it does well in those metrics, it will slowly open up the hose in a sense. It'll slowly show it to more and more people. And if it continues to do well, then it will show it to even more and more people. So it's if you figure out like a formula of what people want to watch on YouTube, and then you're consistent and you're willing to work your ass off. I've been releasing like 3 videos a week for months. No, wait, give me a sec. My son just walked in again. Excuse me, bud. I'm still busy, and you can't make noise. He's strumming my guitar. Okay. Can you look for mom? I think mom is
My
with.
mom is work on Maddie's phone.
Oh, okay. Here. Okay. Can you? Okay. Bye. Okay. He's just sitting on the corner of the room. Um. So basically, if you're willing to work really hard and do it for like months and months and months and pretty much no return, then it's gonna it's going to get it's gonna you're gonna reach that point where you can monetize. And even when you monetize, it's not even really that worth it because you're not gonna get that much money out of it from ads unless but there are people who have been able to make it a living by just being super consistent. But I noticed there's a lot of people who in a way kind of pay attention. So like like kind of when I go out on a bike ride, like this week, the Sunday, I was navigating traffic and on going on my way back home, and this guy went up beside me. And he goes, "Boss, ikaw tong vlogger?" And I'm like, "I yeah, ba yeah, oh, sige." you know, and then so like people watch it, and you can tell on the well, that's one of the metrics. In fact, when you put up a video on YouTube, you want people to watch at least you want to aim for like higher than 50% of your videos. Like if you have a 10-minute video, you want 50% of the people to watch until 5 minutes at something like that. Like that's a metric.
Mm.
No? So it's been really
You know,
good. And mm,
even if you couldn't make a living out of it eventually, or like in the next few years, the nice thing with content is like it's just there, and it's what you call this? It's compounding interest. It compounds interest. No, so the
yeah, but
more you create, diba?
the better it becomes. Yeah, no, but this is the thing. I actually think I can create some real revenue from this. So So at some when once you reach the monetization stage, I suspect what's going to happen is YouTube opens up that hose even more. Like it shows it to even more people, right? Because all of a sudden, okay, this is another person that we can sell ads on, and if this person because this person reached the minimum viable audience in terms of monetization, then YouTube will say like, "Ah, okay, so this person is willing to, do the work, have consistent videos. So this is another person that we can uh, in a way take advantage of." No, so then I think it will open up the audience a little bit more, but also at the same time, there are people who really do pay attention. So as you know, when 2020 started, before the pandemic was even around, my goal was to open up a bike shop, and due to a lot of things, I wasn't able to open up the brick and mortar shop because of the whole pandemic, and I had to get the money from. It's a long story, you know the story. Anyway, so the but once I do decide to sell something, it would be so much easier to do it on that platform. And then and in fact, I can already see it's already happening in a sense, because so sometimes I have this. I made a 032 jersey earlier this year, and I'll wear it occasionally, and I don't market it whatsoever, and then there will be a comment every now and then on the YouTube asking about that jersey, no, because they want to purchase it. So
So when is it
something
coming out,
like,
man?
well, so what I have planned right now is I'm going to launch my bike brand, right? And then eventually, the thing that I'm going to start off with will be clothing, because the nice thing with cycling right now in Cebu is there's actually no real cycling clothing brand, like pretty much zero. A lot of people either buy from Lazada or Shopee these really cheap imitation stuff, or they're having it made custom. So if you want to buy something like readily available, that's nice, that's like a brand, it's not there yet. So I'm gonna do that.
It might
I
be your
want,
game, man. Because you've done this before, and you just
yeah, exactly, yeah.
targeting a new audience, yeah. And this is the problem with a brick and mortar shop is that you're limited by space. It's like, and then geography. But right now, it's like your followers, I imagine, are all over the Philippines and all over the world.